Today my tutorial is especially going to be contouring. Is basically, look, when you have got your foundation on to be a contour, you kind of lose a lot of contour. I use it for my clients, I use it for my brides. You might end up doing a lot of bronze, and the brush that comes with it is really nice to worry. What you can do is you can take a round rectangular brush and it will do the same thing. So what you need to do is you need to make sure that there's a line that's coming from the middle of your ear all the way down to the end of your lip. So this line, which is like an imaginary line which is coming here, it needs to stop halfway where the eyeball is. So imagine if there's a straight line like this, but it needs to stop here. One more thing that you can do is you can take a help of a brush. You can put a brush here like this and then do the contour. Another thing that you need to consider when you're doing the contour is that it should not go past this line. If it goes past this line, it's not going to look right. So I'll tell you how to do it now. To help yourself, to guide you in the beginning, you can keep a brush like this and then put the bronzer on here. So if you can see a very light line here, because the camera washes off a lot of the makeup, I'll do a darker one here for you. If you can see this line here, you don't need this line, you need to blend it. You need to blend it a lot. It must not look like a line, it should look a natural contour, how it would have been before the makeup. So I accidentally brought here, which I should not have. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take some foundation and going to clean it up. So you can always make these mistakes. It's absolutely fine to make mistakes, and then you can clean up with a foundation or a concealer. It's not a big deal. Then again, we're going to do the same thing again. Imagine from the middle of your ear. You can blend it upward, but when you're doing upward, in the beginning, I would suggest you doing like very normal basic contour, and don't go too crazy. And it should give a bit of dimension, and then just keep blending those. One more thing that you're gonna do is you're gonna do a bit of on the sides of your forehead. If you have a very big forehead, you can do on the top as well. I don't have very big forehead, so I don't do that. A little bit goes a long way. You don't need to do too much harsh contouring, and a bit on your chin. So when I'm not wearing a scarf, obviously I don't wear it all the time, I do a bit here and then comes here like this. So that's how you need to do. The key to get a nice contour is just running your brush back and forth. This gives a very flawless and well blended contour. So a bit more, and that's how you do a contour. Now, where you should place your blush. So we often do the mistake that we bring the blush too close to the eyes, or we bring it a lot down beyond our contour. So the brush needs to come, first you need to smile, and this is where the blush comes. So you're going to take a bit of blush. I'm using my Becca palette, and that's how you do it. So you smile, fake smile will do, and you always need to remember that, imagine there's a triangle here, anything should not go past there. This is where it's gonna go. That's our blusher done. And now comes the highlighter. I'm again going to use the highlighter from the same palette. So you take a fluffy brush or a fan brush, it's entirely up to you. Now imagine there are like three things going on. So first thing we did was the contour. Second thing we did was here, and we blended it up, which was the blush. So imagine we did it here, and then we kept blending it upwards. So Now the third thing is gonna come is the highlight, and you're gonna start here and then taking it upwards there. And that's how you do your highlighter. And it should not be like a rectangle patch here. What you need to do is you need to dip your brush, shake off the excess, go like this, and then blend it a little bit into the blush here and here. So do you see that rectangle space here is still empty? I haven't taken my blush, my contour or anything in there. Now you're going to do the same on the other side. There. It's a bit dark in here today. The weather is a bit cloudy and rainy, so we don't have too much light, but I'm sure you're going to see the shine of it. That's it. You're going to take a bit on the tip of your finger and do it a bit here on your nose, a little bit here, and now you're going to take a brush and then a bit here. There. So that's how you do your contour, blush